So till now we have actually completed our project, making the CI/CD pipelines, creating a complete DevOps lifecycle. But one thing that I need to add on, you can take it as a bonus, it's like production setups. We should not go for the freestyle job, because freestyle jobs are somewhat like it's totally dependent on the form. You are actually filling the forms, and it takes a lot of time when you are required to create more than 10 or 15 pipelines. Think of a situation when you need to create deployments jobs for more than 100 servers. What will happen? In that case, it will be a very cumbersome job to go and create a new item every time. It's like creating 100 of items and filling the same form. So there is one more approach where you can use complete shell scripting or Groovy language to write a pipeline, and it will somewhat look actually like a pipeline. I'll show you. It will run in stages. So we are actually going to write the pipeline now in declarative form, that's in Groovy. Well, I'll show you how to create a scripted pipeline or a declarative one. So we are in this Nginx console. So we are in this Jenkins console. Here I have this Nginx deployment only. I have deleted the other jobs because I'll be creating the same jobs that I created through a freestyle manner now in a pipeline way. Let me create one item. I'll say like application to deployment. I'm creating a script for application to deployment. Earlier we were selecting this freestyle project, but now on we'll be selecting this pipeline. Let's move forwards. I'll select it's a declarative pipeline. I'll say like let's add CI/CD over here only. CI/CD pipeline for application 2. Okay, that's fine here. And these things leave it as such. So here you have the place where you can write the scripts. So you have two options, either to write the script here, or it's like, you just give the repository path, and that pipeline or that script will get populated here. So it's the same thing like fetching the code from the Git. So we are going for this pipeline script. Here I'll be writing a complete pipeline of total deployment in Groovy only. So this will start with pipeline keyword. I'll just start it. Then I need to define the agent, on which agent it will be running. The agents are the same one like the master slave. So I'll be running this on a slave. So I'll use this label keyword, and then I have to enter the slave name, that is slave01. So these are the same things that we created. Now it comes the stages section. So stages. So here I'll be writing the pipeline in multiple stages. Let's say like I'm starting here as stage. Let me give the stage name. It will be like cloning Git. Okay, let's start this section. Here I need to provide the Git keywords, like what will be the branch. So I'm just picking from master branch. If I'm not specifying the branch, that's fine. It will automatically fetch from the master one only. Then I need to provide the credential, if any. So here we are not using any credential, so I'm just leaving it. And suppose if you are having a private repository, let me show you how to write it. It should be credentials ID, and then you can simply write the credentials over here. So for now on, I'm skipping this section, just commenting it out. Just place a comma. In the next line, I'll be just giving the URL of the repository. The URL I need to copy it from here for this application 2. Just copy it, just paste it. So here this section is now complete. The first stage is now complete. Let's move forward to the another section where I'll be writing the copying part. So if you remember, in that script, you can have a look on the script that you can have a look on the freestyle job that we created for application 2 deployment. There we were actually copying. There we were actually cloning the Git. Then what we were doing, in the scripts directory we were actually copying the Docker file and the deployment.sh into the application2 directory where the actual code was coming, and in the end we were running the deployment.sh. okay, so I'm just specifying here copying the Docker file. It's like the comment, that's easy, like what's happening in this segment, and deploying it's like deployment script. We are copying these two files in this section. Okay, let's start the braces. So here I need to define like what's the script, so there will be a script section for that. Okay, so here I can write the scripts, so it will be like a shell script. So it's like cp -r. If you remember, on slave 01 the default directory was /home/jenkins, and inside it we were having a scripts directory. Inside the scripts we have application. Let's check it on the slave 01 for clear understanding. So this .52, let's relog in ubuntu sudo su jenkins, let's cd. So the current directory is pwd. We'll just go to scripts directory. Here we have, okay, we have this application2. okay, so this is the path that we need to give, home jenkins scripts application2. okay, it's like /home jenkins scripts application2. inside this we are first copying the Docker file, and then I need to define the destination. It's like jenkins and application2. that's it. okay, so this is complete. Here I'll write another section where I'll be copying the another file. It's like, let's copy this command and we'll substitute the changes. okay, jenkins scripts application2 Docker file. Against this Docker file the thing is deployment.sh. okay, and this directory will remain the same. So that's it. Well, that's fine till now. Let's add another stage section. So it's like deploying in containers. So in this section we'll be simply running that deployment.sh. okay, let's start the section. Here I'll be again using the steps, and under the steps I have scripts, and this script section I need to write the script, that is sh deployment.sh. that's it. Steps script. Here I feel like I have skipped these step section in the other stages. Let me add that section as well. Let's add one step section, and we need to close it after this. That's it. Here also I need to add one step section. Well, here it's fine. okay, and in this section also I need to add one steps section. Let's close it after that. That's fine, I guess. Just save the pipeline. We'll just go for configuring. Let's check it again whether all things have been properly configured. If there is some error, then it must have been highlighted here. Let's do a run over here. Let's build it and we'll check. So if you can see, the different stages that we have created will be appearing here as a pipeline form. So there is some error in this last section, the last stage, that is deploying in container. We'll see what's the error. Can't open deployment.sh. okay, actually we haven't provided the actual path. Let's provide the path first. okay, let's provide the actual path of this script. It's like /home/jenkins /application2/deployment.sh. just build it. In this step you can see it's now building because the actual path was missing. Here it's successfully done. You can simply check it's actually working in a pipeline format. We have the different sections. We can add on different sections over here by adding multiple stages. So it's the best way to run pipelines in production setups. Now you can do some changes in the application too on the development directory, push those changes, and then build the pipeline to check whether things are working perfectly or not.